It's quite a library in there. You read all those books?
Why does everybody ask that?
You have a whole room of them. You must want to get asked.
I've never thought about it that way. Maybe I do. Thank you. No, of course I haven't. They go out of print and then you can't find them, so I buy them right away.
You know, I think you're going to have to face the fact you're not going to be able to read all those books before you die.
I think you're right.
You know, I used to like myself. I'm tired of it now. People want chins back again. I'm not being insulted.
I'm not. I want chins back again, too.
So, here we are. Two fellows who want chins back again. Excuse me for saying so, but you are as stiff as starch.
It's been a long time since I had a date. This is a date, isn't it? And on the rare occasion, I was usually the asker.
That's what's on your style. I call it ask.
Some style. Before any second date, I normally get a phone call that starts with the words, "Now, I don't know what you had in mind, but can't we just be friends?"
You people out here.
Oh, I'm pleased as punch. You are here. You are very attractive. What are you doing here?
I let the tiny bit of self-pity pass for the moment.
It's not self-pity. It's nervousness.
It's definitely self-pity. Don't you think you're attractive?
Where do you come from?
I'm from Oklahoma. I left home at 18, put myself through college. My parents are dead. My dad worked at a refinery in West Tulsa, and my mom was a waitress in a luncheonette in Walgreens.
You know, isn't it amazing a kid can come from all that and wind up on the Times dictating taste, style, and fashion to the entire world?
We were talking so nicely.
Talking is not my problem. Shutting me up is my problem. And keeping my hands off you.
You don't have to keep your hands off me. You have very nice hands. Do you have any other awkward sexual tendencies you want to tell me about too that I'm not already familiar with?
What are you familiar with?
I found myself pursuing guys who hurt me before minor therapy. You're not one of those.
No. I'm the runner. I was the runner until major therapy. After people who didn't want me, away from people who did.
Isn't it amazing how a kid can come out of all that, analyzing everything incessantly down to the most infinitesimal neurosis, and still be all alone?
I'm sorry you don't like my Dr. Freud, another aging Jew who couldn't get laid. I've tried being laid back, assertive, funny, butch. Oh, what's the point? I don't think there are many gay relationships that work out anyway.
It's difficult to imagine you being laid back. And I know a lot of gay relationships that are turning out very well.
Oh, I guess I haven't seen them.
It's because you're a case.
Fuck off.
What's the matter? Don't you think you're attractive? Don't you like your body?
I don't think anybody likes their body. I read that somewhere.
You know, it's always been my fantasy to move away and live by the ocean. I have 24 hours. Living with someone just like you with all these books, who of course will be there right beside me writing your own 24 hours.
That's what I want, too.
Howard Robbins marries James Mitchell.
How about Tolstoy and Charles Dickens?
As long as Kafka doesn't marry Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky is my favorite writer.
I'll have to try him again.
If you really feel like that, why'd you write all that society party and fancy ball gown bullshit?
Here we go again. I bet you gobble it up every day.
Yes, I do. I also know 6 people who died. When I first came to see you a few weeks ago, it was only 1.
I'm sorry. Is that why you agreed to this death?
Do you know when Hitler's final solution to eliminate the Polish Jews was first mentioned in the Times? It was on page 28. And page 6 of the Washington Post, and both the Times and the Post were owned by Jews. Now what causes silences like that then? Why didn't the American Jews help the German Jews get out? Their very own people. Scholars are finally writing honestly about this. I've been doing research, and it is totally damning to everyone that was here then. Jewish leadership are being totally ineffective. Jewish organizations are constantly fighting amongst themselves, unable to cooperate with each other even in the face of death. Zionists versus non-Zionists, Rabbi Wise
Is
versus
this some
Rabbi...
sort of special way you talk when you don't want to talk? We were doing so nicely.
We were.
Wasn't there an awful lot of anti-Semitism in those days? Were Jews afraid of rubbing people's noses and too much shit?
Yeah, everybody has a million reasons for not getting involved. None of their moral obligations, moral commandments to try everything possible. Where are the Christian churches? The Pope. Churchill. And don't get me started about Roosevelt. I was brought up to worship him. With a clear statement from him would have put everything on the front pages. Would have put Hitler on notice. But his administration did its best to stifle publicity. At the same time as they clamped down immigration laws forbidding entry. And this famous haven for the oppressed became as inaccessible as Tibet. The title of Treasury Secretary Morgenthal's report to Hitler was Acquiescence of this government in the murder of the Jews, which he wrote in 1944. Dachau was opened in 1933. Where was everybody for 10 years? Then it was too late.
This is turning out to be a very romantic evening.
And don't tell me how much you can accomplish by working for the inside. Jewish leaders relying on their friends in high places were still quietly from the inside trying to persuade them when the war was over.
What do you want me to say? Do you ever take a vacation?
Oh, a vacation, I regard that's the great goal, isn't it? A constant Fire Island vacation. Party, party, fuck, fuck, fuck. Maybe you could give me some trendy pointers on what to wear.
Boy, you really have a bug up your ass. Look, I'm not going to tell them I'm gay. Because I write about this mysterious disease that seems to be standing in the way of you even kissing me. Even though there must be 500,000 gay men in the city who are fine and healthy. And let us please acknowledge the law of averages. This is not World War II. The numbers are nowhere remotely comparable. No knowledges of the Holocaust are tired, overworked, boring, probably insulting, possibly true, and a major turn-off.
Are they?
Boy, I found myself a real weird one. I had no idea. Hey, I just called you weird.
You were not the first.
I bet you've never had a lover, have you? Have you? Wow.
I suppose you've had quite a few.
I had a very good one for a number of years, thank you. He was older than I was, and he found someone younger.
So you like them older? What are you looking for, a father?
No, I'm not looking for a father. God, you are relentless. As cheery as Typhoid Mary.
The American Jews knew exactly what was happening. Everything was downplayed and stifled. Can you imagine how effective it would have been if every American Jew had marched on Washington? Proudly? Who says I want a lover? I mean, why does nobody believe me when I say I do not want a lover?
You are fucking crazy. Jews? Dachau, final solution. What kind of date is this? I don't believe anyone in the whole wide world doesn't want to be loved. Ned, you don't remember me, do you? We've been in bed together. We made love. We talked, kissed, cuddled. We made love again. I'm just waiting for you to remember something. Anything, but you don't.
How could I not remember you?
I don't know.
Maybe if I saw you naked.
Oh, it's okay as long as we treat each other like whores. It was at the Bass a few years ago. You were busy cruising some blonde number. I stood outside your door waiting for you to get back. When you finally did, you gave me such an inspection up and down, you would have thought I was applying for the CIA.
And then what?
I just told you. We made love twice. I thought it was lovely. You told me your name was Ned. When you were a kid, you read this Philip Barry play called Holiday that had a Ned. And immediately you switched from Alexander. I teased you for taking such a wasp up in Connecticut for the weekend name. I asked you what you did, and you said something like, I've tried a number of things. I asked you if that had included love, which is when you said, oh, I really do have to get up early in the morning. Well, that's when I left. But I tossed you my favorite go fuck yourself look, which is when you said, oh, I am really not in the market for a lover. Men do not just naturally not love, they learn not to. And I am not a whore. I sometimes make mistakes and look for love in the wrong places. And I think you're a bluff. Your novel was all about a man desperate for love in a relationship, in a world filled with nothing but casual sex.
Well, please don't say any more.
Boy, am I glad I came out in the 70s. You 60s guys are sure a mess.
Do you think we could start over?
Maybe.